Welcome back to Reno Rumble. We're now right at the pointy end of this competition, and it couldn't get any tighter.
Bed under, rug under bed, bed in the
Where's
room.
the rug?
Oh, we've got half an hour to go and I don't even have a bed.
Carly, anything else?
Last night, our two teams presented their first 3 rooms. And the scores were near perfect, 19.5 out of 20. 18.5, 19.5, 18.5. And dead even, 20. 20. We have a tie, 58 apiece, which means they both have an extra $5 grand towards finishing their houses. And the stakes are high. Just remember, in 72 hours' time, one whole team is going to be eliminated.
We need to win this, and this $5,000 needs to get us there.
Oh, wow. How nice is this?
When our couples look through each other's rooms,
These lights are stunning.
This is the best brief so far.
Yeah.
they realised how high the standard has become.
Yeah, they deserved a 20. Look how beautiful it is.
And that it's going to be a very tough fight to beat the other team.
We're neck and neck now. There is no advantage on either team going forward. It really has to be a solid effort from here on in.
If we win and go into the grand final, it'll be by half a point.
This week is the sudden death semi-final. The 2 teams in the winning house will make it through to the grand final, where they'll fight it out for a cash prize for themselves and their favourite charity, and the right to be crowned Reno Rumble champions. Scores are tied, and with just 3 days till this house needs to be finished, the Blue Tongues are in a very tough spot.
We're just exhausted from the 48-hour challenge, but we're going to dig deep, we're going to get there, and we're going to pull this team over the line.
It's going to take a superhuman effort to get them over the line this week.
Let's go in and design some stuff.
This is the hardest week, I think.
Yeah, this is the hardest week thus far, for sure.
And it's just compounding, it's just getting harder.
Earlier in the week, they misread their plans, and it's put them a day behind on the bill. So the progress on their extension is nowhere near where it should be.
Progress-wise, we're a fair way behind the Redbacks. They've got a roof on, skylights done. We're, at the moment, still roofless, skylightless, bathroomless, laundryless. We're just less.
But the Blue Tongues have a lot of ticker, so they're not lying down. They're punching through.
Well, the competition's so tight, if you don't get 100% right, you could be going home. And to get 100% right, you're going to use that space very wisely and ultra smart.
Leighton and Carly have taken on the lounge room, which will be in the extension somewhere, and the bathroom, which will be in this space eventually. And as you can see, they've got a long way to go.
So I just need decorating stuff. I've got a hook and a hook, so 2 little handhelds either side of this beautiful mirror.
And they're lifting themselves to new heights to stay in the competition.
We can put a lot of pressure on ourselves to achieve a lot, and to get to the grand final, we'd feel like we've got the sense of accomplishment.
A massive amount of storage for a bathroom, isn't it?
Yeah, it's got 6 drawers.
That's it. And we've got your niches here, so it's all good.
If we don't get to the grand final, I'll be disappointed. Definitely. It'll take a bit to get over it.
They'll succeed or fail together.
It's just a small minor detail. Whichever team wins this week goes through and versus each other in the final next week.
Yeah.
Definitely made it a different approach to the week because we had to really work with Carly and Leighton to get the best house.
Aidan and Jess are responsible for the kitchen and laundry, and they're all over their shaker-style brief.
This is definitely my favourite brief. Simple, honest and useful. I love it. You know, as a mum, it's great to have a clean space.
Yeah.
But while Jess is confident she understands the brief, Carly isn't.
Shaker, I've never heard of it, never seen it, so it's really hard to understand. So I just wanted to refer back to Jess all the time. Jess and I have to have that same vision to make that house work.
So there are lots of meetings around their dad's bin, just to make sure they're all on the same page. Well, hello, Blues.
Oh,
I've got my blue shirt on. I'm ready to join the team.
Oh, beautiful. We've got a nail bag for you there, mate.
How you going? This is, like, ridiculous.
Yeah.
Nail gun's going flat stick. They've stopped now because I'm talking.
Yeah, that's right.
So what have we got planned? I heard you got, like, 12 skylights going in.
8.
8?
Yeah, but we're going to peak them.
Joining them together.
Yeah.
Create a little pitch through the middle.
Yeah.
That's right.
Like this way.
Yeah.
So there's 4 channels of skylights, and within each channel, 2 skylights meet in a peak. Do they have a lot of skylights in the Shaker days?
Well, they want light and bright too.
That's right,
a
that was the brief, so...
Yeah, fair enough. Wow. Do you reckon that hole's big enough for the 4 of you?
Yeah.
When you get punted? See you guys. Good luck.
Thanks, mate. Let's get the timber and start building.
Blue tongue's out.
Richmond. Oh, what are we doing this? This isn't new.
No, yeah, well, just roll with me.
Framing up and gyprocking a simple extension in 72 hours is difficult enough. Putting vaults and recesses in the ceiling is asking a lot. But their builder, Aiden, is blue-tongued through and on their side.
There can't be anything out of place this week if we're going to win. Everything has to be perfect. I really want to see these two continue through and get into the final, so let's hope that we can deliver perfect rooms.
And to that end, the Velux design was builder Aiden's suggestion.
It looks great. It's a
Last
really
week
cool
we were
idea.
going to do it on the outdoor extension, but I wanted to do the whole roof.
Okay.
But this week Aiden come up with this design. There's not much else you can say about it. It's awesome.
Aiden's skylight design.
Another decision I had nothing to do with.
You hate that, don't you?
1450.
Yeah, the midweek it was the Aiden and Aiden show. The 2 Aidens were all over everything, so...
Through the laundry, into the bulkhead.
Yeah, that'll work.
Done?
That'll work. And it's only a small room, so I can blow from one end.
Yeah.
Leighton isn't feeling the love.
It's not like if one of us gets the best room, that's good for us, you know, for one person. We all have to do well this week, otherwise, you know, we all go home.
But it's starting to look like Leighton's just running his own race.
I'm not going to stand there and go, OK, well, what's my opinion? I'll just get done.
Working with Carly and Leighton. How'd you find it?
Oh.
Coming up,
This week, it's either we win and we stay, or we lose and we go home. We've got a powder room that's got to be built too.
so that wasn't in the plan last night.
Just when we thought we were getting ahead, we're behind.
I'm going to do everyone's heads in.
Welcome back. Well, we've seen that the Blue Tongues are really struggling to get their reno finished in time. The Redbacks, on the other hand, are in good shape.
We definitely want to be here next week. We want to go into the grand final, money for charity.
There's no reason why, if we work as a team, we stay under budget, hit the brief, that we're definitely going to be here for the final.
Hello, Redbacks. How are we?
Hi, good. How are you?
Very tight this week.
Yeah.
It's going to come down to those little tiny things, caulking between skirting and floors, PowerPoint placements, stuff like that, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've got a powder room that's got to be built too. There.
Where's that?
Just in the corner there.
What do you mean? Like it's got to be built?
Yeah.
Start work?
Yeah.
Everything?
Everything, yeah.
So that's got to be plumbed and waterproofed and lined. Well, actually, it's got to be built first.
Yeah.
Just a little bit.
When's that happening? Between line and
In
this?
about 20 minutes when all the stuff turns up.
Really?
Yeah.
OK, well, you're sort of in good shape. You were up until about 10 minutes ago. Till you told me you had to build a powder room.
Yeah. There were some changes that we made late last night.
Last night?
Yeah.
So that wasn't in the plan last night?
The powder room we decided was an addition that we needed to make.
This week, it's either we win and we stay, or we lose and we go home.
Can you give me a location of where this new wall's going for this?
The tied score and an extra $5 grand prize money has spurred the Redbacks to raise the bar.
Allow the oldies. Our Reds want to up the ante, and yeah, straight away this morning we've all of a sudden gained a powder room, which just came right out of the blue.
It might have been a team idea, but it's up to Kyle and Sharan to realise it.
How much depth do you want for it?
Well, if we got a toilet, it comes out 800. We got to fit a basin in here too.
1750, I was thinking. Why don't we go 1750?
The powder room really meets the brief. Belinda's an entertainer and a second toilet would be useful. The other good thing about the powder room is that we can get it done at a minimal cost. You know, the boys can just whip one up.
I just whip one up, I've got a powder room in my pocket, boom.
Whipping up a powder room also means whipping the trades to achieve the impossible. Again.
It's been the same pattern every week. The more we get done, the more they want us to do. So just when we thought we were getting ahead, we're behind.
Those Redbacks have their eye on the prize. They've made massive changes to the floor plan of this house already, creating rooms and hallways where there weren't any 2 days ago. One of their big changes was to move the bathroom up to the front of the house. It was a decision made on the first day, so it's well underway. And 72 hours from reveal is not when you want to go making changes.
We've got to make sure the niche for the shower is at the same height.
It's not going to be. It's waterproofed. It's done.
Spoke about it.
No, Jenna, we didn't speak. Do
You were like, do you remember all those photos I sent you and you're like, oh, I'm not going to be able to do a shower?
Where you had the niche, it was where the shower rail was, and it wasn't. It's not going to be. It's not going to be.
But Jenna is not settling for less than perfect.
So is this height the same height as that?
Tell Adam can do it.
Can we make it a bit lower so it can be exactly the same height?
Plumbing's here.
It's all in the detail. I'm going to do everyone's heads in, but it's going to be... The bathroom was planned on the first day. It spent a lot of time planning, but when you get into the space and you start to think about the detail of it all, there's a lot that needs to be tweaked. So I'm just trying to make sure that everything's going to line up and all the details are right.
Yeah, so 1,500 for the join?
I just need to call Sash real quick and then I'll confirm
About
it.
what?
About this cabinet.
I've got all the drawings here.
Because he needs to do this one too.
I've got all the drawings for the cabinet right now.
Yeah, I'm going to give him a call.
OK, you better hurry up because the tiler's here. We need to cut all these in. So what about this one here? What do you want to do?
The bathroom needs to be planned, and it needs to be planned to perfection. And if that means 20 changes within 20 minutes, then we have to go with that.
This one will stick out further than that one.
That's
because
okay.
we can't recess this one as far.
I want to recess LED lighting around the edge of it.
OK.
Do I need to get the electrician?
Yeah, we'll need to suss that out with him. Getting cabling in there now might be an issue.
Well, Josh has known all along that that's what we're doing. So, Josh, what did you allow for the LED strip lighting? Did you tell the electrician so he could put it in?
Basically what happens is that Josh decides to make a decision on site instead of consulting with me, goes gun blazing at this decision, then asks me and I tell him it's not right, and then gets angry because he needs to change it.
There's a PowerPoint line there anyway, so yeah.
So he'll be okay?
Well, he'll just have to do it. The PowerPoint at the top, yeah, I'll speak to him now about it. It's going to look anyway because the LED's like a weird glow. It's like
I know, but
we never use it. We never ever use it.
I know, but I want it to be backlit behind the cabinet.
Well, you sort that out. You know how to do that.
Okay.
What Josh doesn't understand is that I'm doing it for our good, not because I want to be annoying or I want to put more work onto Josh, but because I know that it's the best thing to do. You know that, don't you?
I don't.
Yes, you do.
Well, I'm the one that has to answer to all the trades, and every time you make a decision and then get them to change it, you lose a little bit of respect.
Coming up, the teams start to fracture as the Blues struggle to find common ground.
She kept saying that she didn't want to use the gift of the chair with the table.
Could we put the chair in the entry?
One small window opens up a can of worms for the Reds.
Yeah, we got a planning permit for one window, but it looks straight into our kitchen.
It needs to be done. Who cares what the neighbour thinks?
I don't think that should be disregarded at all.
Our teams now have just over 2 days in which to finish the rest of their houses. And Team Redback is forging ahead. Right now, they have to work out if they need another window into the lounge room.
Yeah, I'm saying we got planning permit for a window there, don't we? Of a certain size, you were saying.
They're still adamant about putting a window on this wall. I just said, well, look, we're going to have to talk to the neighbour and find out whether or not she's happy with us putting a new window in here.
It's a controversial move as it looks into next door, and it's always good manners to discuss any new windows with the neighbour concerned.
So the window's going in?
No. I'm about to find out shortly.
No.
Josh is determined to win this week, and if that means getting the neighbour offside, so be it.
As far as I'm concerned, it's on the planning permit. It's black and white. It needs to be done. Who cares what the neighbour thinks?
But he doesn't have to live next door.
We want to try and avoid any, you know, bad, I don't know, what are we trying to avoid? What's the word? Bad stuff with the neighbour.
So Kyle decides to ask her.
So this is how wide the window is. It's 2 metres wide.
No, it's too big.
Yeah, it's too wide, eh? Yeah.
Detest the lack of privacy between her place and mine.
Look, I've spoken to the neighbour and she's really digging her privacy. Like, they really like it, and she actually said both neighbours are really into their private time.
We actually do have a planning permit for one window there, don't we?
Yeah, we got a planning permit for one window, but it looks straight into her kitchen, like bang smack straight in.
Well, at least if we put it in, we can just have the option she can have the option to plant a tree there or something.
I don't reckon it needs it.
Dude.
Doesn't
Oath, man. Look at it. It looks like a prison cell.
It's semi-final week, so, you know, we're really trying to hang in there and do our best, but at the same time, we've got to remember to still work as part of a team and, you know, respect, you know, what the other team members sort of saying and everyone have their say.
He's just too nice, Kyle. He's a bit soft. I think he needs to harden up a bit like Jen and I.
I had the conversations with the neighbour about privacy. We'd reached a reasonable verdict that we were both happy with, and it was going to be no window or a highlight window. So then Josh came back in and he was like, nah, stuff it. We're putting a window in, doesn't matter where, we're going to do the one that's on plan, and that's final.
A highlight window runs just under the ceiling line. It lets in natural light without compromising anyone's privacy. The window on the plan is a whopping 2 square metres and looks straight from the lounge room into the neighbour's kitchen.
Digging my heels in, this window has to go in. It's part of the planning permit, and it means we're allowed to put it in, and it's just ridiculous not to.
It was a little bit annoying because, you know, we don't want to upset our neighbours. We regard their privacy very highly, and so I don't think that should be disregarded at all.
Like, we have to have that. We have to have that window. Like, I don't give. I think Kyle really doesn't want one there. That's all.
No, Kyle, no.
From day one of this competition, the Redbacks have always said we'll pull together as a team for the win, and there's never been a week where it's so important because if we don't win, we all go home.
Kyle is finding it tough to fight this one on his own, so he calls Cara for backup.
Hey, how are ya?
Good.
Hey, Josh is kind of keen to have this window in. So if you really wanted to piss people off, you'd put the one that's on the plans in. But we don't want to do that. Do we want a highlight window or don't we? It doesn't really need it because we've got a 6-metre bifold and the world's biggest skylight in the middle of the room.
So we, as a group, need to decide whether we want a highlight.
It's a highlight window or nothing.
After much deliberation, a verdict is reached.
Thank God we've decided to put a highlight window in, which means that you're looking out into the sky and into the trees of the neighbour's house, which is a nice outlook. It's a lot better than a plastered wall, so I think Jen and I are pretty stoked.
G'day, Tony. Josh is counting the highlight window as a win, but when he puts a call into the hardware store, it all comes undone.
If I could speak to someone about how much we've got left on our account for the red team.
For the red, well, just at that limit, really.
That's not what you want to hear 2 days from reveal.
We've got no money left on our home timber budget, which means we have to use cash to make up whatever else we need, like paint and weatherboards and stuff.
They've used a lot of extra trades this week, and until they've got their invoices in, the Redbacks don't actually know if they can afford to finish the bill.
Hello.
Hey, Jan. We've got no money left with our home timber and hardware budget.
Which means that you girls aren't going to be able to shop at all.
We're not going to be able to shop at all.
I got a phone call from Josh saying that we had completely used our home timber hardware budget, which meant that his money to finish the house was going to be eating into our money to furnish the house.
So we've got 2 of the chairs and we have that couch in stone in stock as well.
Okay, great. All right, we probably just need to have a think about it overnight.
Yeah, no
and
worries.
then give you a call first thing in the morning.
Yeah. Cara and I can't spend any money because we don't actually have any money. So we need to walk around at the shops and take mental notes just in case we figure something out with our budget. We can come back and buy these items. But a whole day basically gets wasted because we cannot afford to buy anything until we find out exactly how much money we have left.
Over at House Blue Tongue, they're beset by problems. Reno Rodders arrived with the kitchen. Problem is, the builder's so far behind, there's nowhere for it to go.
I know what you're going to ask me, and I don't know.
Where are we putting the kitchen? On top?
On the roof.
And then tomorrow we'll just open the window and drop it straight down.
I don't know.
Last week was really close. This week's even closer.
Still haven't got our floor down in our bathroom. We've got to hang all this plaster in here for the plasterers to come in and trowel up tonight at about 7 o'clock. We still haven't finished framing walls that we need to sheet by 7:30. We've got lots to do. We're battling.
Progress of this bathroom this week has just been mammoth.
Marathon.
I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
I don't know why.
I honestly, I don't know why.
Aiden, underfloor heating?
Yes. No. No.
I'm pretty sure it's yes.
We said we don't have the power for it.
Well, this is a conundrum.
Could it be that they have stopped communicating? The Blue Tongues had agreed on underfloor heating, but Leighton changed the plan without telling his teammates.
Yeah, no, what it is, we ordered the underfloor heating earlier in the week. You know, we had it all planned to come, and then I was speaking to George, the electrician, and he was saying how the house hasn't got enough power to run it, so I cancelled it.
No, we said we're going to put the ducted heating vent back into the bathroom, and the bathroom will be heated.
Okay.
Where's Leighton? I swear I had that conversation with Leighton.
Well, it's just the girls, their understanding is that we're getting it.
The girls think the plan for the bathroom is sorted, and they've left to choose the tiles.
Yeah, cool.
That's settled, but they find that choosing the furnishings for the living and dining room has put them on shakier ground. They still have a dining table and one chair as gifts that they have to use in their rooms.
With the chairs, we still haven't found them yet, but the homeowners bought them, meaning we have to use them.
But they can't agree if the chair goes with the table or elsewhere.
Could we put the chair in the entry? Then we could buy whatever chairs we want.
She kept saying that she didn't want to use the gift of the chair with the table. She wanted to get different chairs for the table.
I just think that it's really important to use the gifts that we've been given appropriately.
Very farmhouse, though, when it's got those shaker chairs. Very farm.
That's what we're doing.
Yeah, I know.
Back on site, Leighton's changed his plan regarding the underfloor heating. Again.
I've gone to David from Hotwire Electrical, and it was mentioned that the type of kit we want is about a 600 to 700 watt kit, and he goes, that would use no more than an IXL fan. If that's making the house go over the amount of wattage for what it's rated to, he goes, there's something wrong. So he's going to be out first thing in the morning to fit it.
Not having underfloor heating would have been a dangerous move.
Every tiny, tiny, tiny little thing helps, and underfloor heating's not a tiny thing, so that's great.
Can we sheet that floor yet?
But there's still lots of big things that need doing first.
Still got lots to do, and we're just coming from a long way back, probably up to 2 days behind, and we're just trying to pick it back.
Got that one.
Those Blue Tongues are resolute, and while they still have a breath, they're not giving up.
So I was sweating, we were going hard.
Very intense. It's been a big last few hours, and it's going to be a big few more.
My biggest worry is the plasterers got tonight and that's it, to finish it, and they're not coming back tomorrow. And Shane told me that, and he was like, I'm not coming back, mate. So we need to get all set, all flushed, all ready for paint really tonight.
Coming up...
I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm over it. I'm so sick of it.
A new day brings more tension.
Why are you getting angry at us?
I'm not getting angry. I'm getting angry now because you told me I'm getting angry.
Kyle and Kara's argument today, never seen anything that volatile.
Stop it.
Welcome back. The sudden death semi-final is more than halfway through. In just 2 days' time, the Blue Tongues and Redbacks will be handing the homes back to their owners. And over at the Redbacks house, a new day brings a new plan, new challenges, and even less time.
Radio, here I come. You can hide. I'll always find you. That's why I feel so lucky.
6 a.m. and Jason the plasterer is already at House Redback.
I ended up finishing up at 1:30, so I just slept here the night. So here we go again.
And he's done an amazing job.
Where is everyone?
But there's still heaps to go.
We just wanted to leave the plasterers to their own devices last night, just so they could have a clean run and we're out of their way. So it came back today and they've done an awesome job. So it's looking like we might be painting really early, maybe about 7 or 8 o'clock tonight, which is going to be great.
We've broken the back of the renovation yesterday, so fairly confident that by the end of today, we'll be looking good.
But as the house is coming together, the girls are still tweaking the plans.
That'll be flush with it now, but we'll build this wall out 150.
In the hope it will give them the edge come judging.
And that's the size of the telly. So a recess here, and you want it centred over.
So we'll have 4 panels, so that are going to be equal.
Then the fireplace is centred over this line here. Designing the hell out of this. One thing that you can't change on us is the location and the centres of the telly and the fireplace.
It's neck and neck at the moment, and I just didn't feel comfortable with the design that we had yesterday, having just a fireplace shoved in a corner, whereas today I'm feeling really positive about it, and although it's a lot more workload for a lot more people, I think it's going to be worth it in the end if we can get across the line.
What the Redbacks have now decided is instead of having the powder room sticking into the lounge room with the fireplace stuck in the corner, they'll extend the back of the powder room wall and build the fireplace into it, giving them the opportunity for a media wall.
Jenna and I very clearly drew up how we wanted the wall to look. And we gave that to you and said, as the carpenter, this is what we want. Can you please just help us achieve that?
So Kyle's mission for today, as well as frame up and sheet for the powder room and fireplace enclosure, is to realise their vision.
Yeah, you guys just go shopping and sip some lattes and, you know.
If only the vision would be consistent. Jenna's got more changes.
We decided to do a bit of a render feature wall, but in order to get the renderer here to do it on time, we need to make sure that the frame's built, the plastering's done, and then the renderer can come this afternoon.
Which means Kyle has to work even faster. And if that wasn't enough, now Josh has come up with even more work for Kyle as well.
Kyle, yeah, Michael can make up just like a cheap little highlight window for in here to get some natural light in that bathroom. It'll cost nothing, and we'll just frame it out here. Be easy.
Do we need natural light in there?
Yeah, man. It feels gross when you don't have natural light. Every detail counts, I reckon. We want lots of natural light in every room, so there's no window in the powder room. And what we're going to do is just put a highlight window above the door just to let a little bit of natural light in there so it doesn't feel like a little prison cell box.
Josh and Jenna are really pushing their design ideas through this week.
A lot of my ideas have come together this week, so we've got the window in and the powder room's finally come together, so it's good to see a few of my ideas make it into the rooms for once.
Josh is one happy chappy.
I just peed a little. The windows have turned up. So this is the highlight windows for the bathroom. This is the game changer. Because we've actually built rooms within rooms, we're blocking off all the natural light from that space and we want the entrance to be nice and bright. So what we've done is highlight windows to let light through the Velux and then out into the hallway. There's only one thing we've forgotten. We need a little sunscreen pump when you walk in so you're going to get sunburnt for all that natural light.
Back in the living room, Kyle's in trouble. He has to answer questions about the girls' design for the new wall. It's a dangerous move.
I'm hesitant to lock anything in.
Without the girls.
Man up.
Yeah.
Just do it. Just do it, mate.
It's not about manning up. It's not about manning up. It's about we can do it at once.
You know what happens? We do it, and then they come in and then they change it on us.
Yeah.
Sure enough, when the girls return, they've changed something.
Kyle, this telly is different to the one we looked up on the website.
And Kyle is feeling the pressure.
Oh, yeah, let's hope it's the same size, otherwise you can take it back to where you got it from. Get it out of the box, see if it will fit in the hole. Like, we've made this to fit a certain type of telly, that's why we looked at
Babe,
specs
if it's not in stock, what do you want me to do?
Go somewhere else and find one that is in stock. It's a rapidly evolving vision, and the goalposts keep changing.
The telly's not the only thing I have to buy today.
Well, it's funny that we've just made a hole up to suit a special sort of telly, and now we can't get it. I'm trying to, you know, build this wall, and, you know, time's ticking. I'm conscious of that.
Do you want to help me check, Kyle, or what?
Oh, am I not doing anything, am I?
What about when Kyle's angry, Cara? How do you know?
I know because you're like...
Welcome back. Well, the new day for the Blue Tongues hasn't quite started as planned. They needed to get all their sheeting and plastering done overnight, as their regular plaster isn't available today. But they ran out of material. So this morning, the Blue Tongues are still desperately playing catch-up.
Plastering that we were meant to get done last night, they've obviously got as far as they could go. And there's still a little bit to do. In the hallway and around the Velux skylights. So I rung Matty, my old plasterer, and he's come all the way from Echuca and try and get it smashed today, so we're painting tonight. Oh, the kitchen can be installed, yeah, it's fine to go in. Laundry would put the floor down.
But the overnight elves were busy in the bathroom. It's been sheeted and waterproofed, and now at least that's back on track.
Underfloor heating's just about going in now, so as soon as that's in, Fabian will come back and tile it.
I reckon we're looking good, mate.
No worries. Where's your tiler due?
This morning. He'll be here any minute.
Very good. Well, he'll be happy we're finished.
Yeah, he will be. He can go straight into it now and is happy sailing.
Nice.
Beautiful.
Good luck.
Cheers, David. Thanks, mate.
Nice.
And the plaster shortage has been resolved. Aiden's been on the blower and arranged a special delivery.
Hydrox. These guys are a part of Haley Hire, and they have literally gone above and beyond to pick up whatever we want. Just a towing company. Whether you want a car towed or some plaster towed, does it really matter? Just got me plaster towed. I reckon I can handle it.
No, I don't think you will.
Oh. What do you reckon?
I don't let it snap.
This week, Aiden has taken charge of ordering all the materials. He has his own unique system.
Just going to Home Hardware, pick up the last little bits and pieces so we can finish this bad boy off. Chisel set, chalk line square, 120mm prime pine reveals, and I don't know what the last thing is. I didn't finish writing it. And then we need some doorstop.
But it's got his teammates baffled.
Aiden makes a lot of decisions on the fly. And it's bang, 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 and so are we going to think about that?
Aiden might have arranged a rush delivery of plasterboard, but he didn't check the quantities. And there's still not enough to finish.
Oh, sweet. So we need some more. Yeah. Does Leighton know?
Decisions were made pretty frantically this week.
Yeah, decisions were made frantically.
Decisions were made. I didn't have a clue what was going on sometimes.
I know,
Like,
that's
what do
it.
you mean? Okay, is that ordered, is it? Okay, what's happening here? All right, yeah.
Need the boards. They're not here. The boards? The plaster boards. Remember those 3-metre sheets? We needed 12 of them.
Yeah.
Total. They haven't come.
So haven't come?
So, yeah, unless we get them, lads can't trowel. If we can't trowel...
Can't paint.
Can't paint.
That's cool.
and it's been spoken to who's done it. You know, are they here, aren't they here?
Yeah.
We just need confirmation and clarification. Where are they? Yeah. Because we need them.
Cool, I'll make a phone call in a minute.
Yeah.
We'll make a phone call now, mate. See exactly where it is.
If I had another week with Aiden, I'd have to change a few ways of what's going on. You know what I mean? Like, I couldn't go like that again. But, yeah, I've good bloke and all, don't get me wrong.
Oh, yeah, they're the best. Jade,
No, we have a lot of fun together, but I'd have to get a bit more organised. It's like working with Carly. Hey, we placed an order today earlier on, and we're supposed to get some 3-metre sheets through, and I don't think they've come. It was on the list that we gave Aiden when he made the big list of gyprock.
He ordered 4 at 3 metres.
Okay. He ordered 4 at 3 metres. I think some got ordered, but not the full quantity. Or I was talking to Vanessa, who got the order from Aiden, and she says no, there wasn't 8 on there. There wasn't 8 3. There was only 4 3-metre sheets.
We usually just wing it.
No, we don't. You might.
I usually just wing it.
Aiden's winging it, and the build is stalling.
All right, look.
Boys, we're 6 lengths short of skirt and 2 lengths short of arc.
Why does that not surprise me? Ado is banned from quantities. No more ordering for Ado. No. We're short on skirts and arcs because Aiden's been doing the quantities. Pure and simple. We were short on plaster, and now we're short on arcs and skirts. He's good at ordering stuff, but I've just realised we need to do the quantities for him. Because I think he just walks through and goes, yeah, I'll do a bit of that, a bit of that, a bit of this, and then walks out.
The day draws to a close, the Blue Tongues are taking no prisoners.
Get on there, Geordie!
Get on there, Geordie!
Get on there, mate! Throw your weight around. You don't get anywhere waiting.
If they don't finish this reno, they are going home.
We've still got to finish off the plastering. We haven't finished our plastering yet, which there's lots of work left in that. We've got to hang, we've got to do cornices. Kitchen's got to get finished, got to put some bulkheads in there before we can cornice them. Air conditioning's got to be installed. There's still quite a bit to do.
And given today's track record on ordering, Aiden the Builder has made it his personal mission to get the essentials for the painting tonight.
Just need a tin of about 5 or 6 litres of Vivid White.
This one here will do the job.
Perfect.
So 6 litres.
Thanks a lot. Beautiful.
Do the trick.
Carly's out on the road too. There's still heaps of bits and pieces needed to get them over the line design-wise.
In that last picture that I sent you, there's like a console table.
Oh, it's perfect. Go grab it.
That's one win for the day. Back at the house, it's mayhem.
Stop, just stop. Just off for a second.
No one talk to me. I come back here 2 hours ago to start arcing.
And you've done nothing?
Nothing. Spot fires everywhere. Just had my extinguisher out all afternoon.
But if anyone can spur on the team, it's Aiden, the original ever-ready bunny.
No, he's just everywhere. Honestly, he's everywhere. He's up a ladder doing something, then he's down there mopping that, and then next time you see him, he's under the cupboard. I'm like, well, are you actually finishing the job or what? But he is. Like, yeah, he's everywhere.
2 hours till tool's down, people. You haven't got a hammer in your hand, pick it up.
Layton, what? You got some PVA there?
Yeah. Yes.
All right, where are we at to here? We hope to get all the house painted prior to everyone rocking up tomorrow. You know, we've got to get it all sprayed. We've got to finish skirts, pitch rail on.
Skirts are done.
Skirts done. Start painting when we get back. Might get some sleep tonight, mate. What do you reckon?
Not likely.
Nah.
Over the Redback's house, Kyle is close to breaking. Cara doesn't like what he's done with the media wall.
Hey, babe.
Hey, how you going?
Good. Did you get my last photo I sent you?
Yeah, those cutouts look so bad, babe. We have to cover them up.
Obviously, Jenna and I had a clear idea in our head of how the wall was going to look. And throughout the day while we're shopping, I get a text message with a photo. And it sort of looked like how we wanted it to look, but it had 2 big eyes cut out of it. And I was like, no way. It just wasn't going to work with the eyes.
I suppose we'll just have the DVD player just hanging off the wall then.
The thing with Kyle is he takes things personally when you say, I don't like that, and it is so frustrating.
Can't have them up there because it just looks so random.
You really don't want to, you know, do all this work and then the girls come home and you get slammed on it. So, what do you want me to do about it? What do you want to do then?
Probably just need to cover it up while the plasters are there, don't we?
I'll have to have a think about it and get back to you.
We can't leave it like that. Like, we've just designed this beautiful fireplace and then you've cut 2 little holes in the wall.
I'm not happy with how this wall looks, and Kyle's thinking that I'm saying I'm not happy with you.
Okay, no worries. Thanks. Bye. So what was going to happen here, there was going to be some MDF boxes made up. This can get cut out higher. Now the girls have just said that they don't want it there, so we've got to patch these holes and have no cabinetry. Nowhere to put, like, the simple everyday things like a DVD player.
Do people even still have DVD players?
Yeah, I think they do. So it's a waste of space. It's ridiculous. Every time we make decisions, it gets changed. We just go backwards. Yeah, it's just annoying when you've made decisions and everyone's sort of signed off on it and you go to do it and then they change their mind. It's a disaster if we don't put a cabinet in.
All right.
All right. Thank you, bye.
Bye.
It's frustrating. I'm done with it. I'm over it. I'm so sick of it. It's the end of the day. The wall's been built, it's sheeted, and we've got our 2 eyeball cutouts for the cabinets, and they start cracking at me because it's not right.
Kyle spent all day on this. He especially likes changing it all the time. Loves it.
This is going to go up as high as it can to the flue, which is about here, roughly. That's about the maximum it can be.
Really?
Yeah?
Yeah.
Really.
And then what?
And then it's going to be a cabinet with a door, like we'd spoken about 100,000 times before, except now that's getting blocked in.
We talked about this morning, remember? We divided.
And the fireplace was going centred up there, and now we've shoved that over so it all changed.
Stop it. Why are you getting angry at it?
I'm not getting angry. I'm getting angry now because you told me I'm getting angry. I got mad. I got so mad.
Kyle and Kara's argument today, never seen anything that volatile.
Kyle and I, believe it or not, can argue. Nobody believes us, but we can.
Just
Settle down, Kyle, so we can talk about it.
Well, you get your mind sorted out so we can actually do it for the 10th time.
Do you guys want to go out shopping all day and just get shut down by shop assistants who won't sell us anything?
Look, that's not the issue we're talking about here. We need to get this sorted.
I know you guys had a hard day, but I've had a pretty tough day too, so just settle down.
I think you're the one who needs to settle down.
No, just stop it.
Even when Kyle and Kara bicker, which is quite rare, I can't stop laughing, and all the trades can't stop laughing as well, because it's just like the most tame, sweetest arguments you've ever seen in your life.
Every time Kyle and I start arguing, they're both like,
what are they going to say?
Kara's finally going to lose it.
Stop it.
That was weak, guys.
That was the most timid I've ever seen in my life.
That was weak. Josh and I need to teach you a thing.
Yeah. You need to learn. See how no one's left the room? That means you haven't done a good job.
And then they just rip us off like, babe, don't do that.
Kyle and Kara need to harden up. They're both too soft, too lovely, too nice.
It's like, Kyle,
Yeah, it's like, babe.
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 I don't get it.
In the end, the girls get their way and the hole gets filled by Sharon.
It is a semi-final and it could cost us our place. And so we have to at least give it 100%.
Yeah, I totally agree. We give it 100%. But sometimes I think you need to have like the foresight and use your imagination too as well.
Like,
And
it's a
we've
bit
got, like, our
offensive,
cutouts.
really, that you'd say that we haven't used our foresight when we designed
I didn't say
it.
you didn't use it. I said you've got to use it. You've got to be able to use it.
But do you know what I'm saying? Like, good job, Cara and Jenna.
Yeah, good job.
Sunday night, Redbacks are pushing uphill.
24 hours until we've got to reveal these rooms, and it's
Nightmare.
As Cara finally reaches breaking point.
I actually think you should do some work, Kyle. We have to present something that we're happy with.
It's getting near impossible.
I feel like I've been dragged through a bush backwards.
We may as well go home if we can't finish the house. This might well be the last house we do in the competition.
And as for the Blue Tongues,
We're not where we should be.
It's just chaos again in the bathroom.
Got a bit of work in here to do, not?
Oh, it was... And it's just compounding, it's just getting harder.
Welcome to my nightmare.
now is not the time to drop the ball.
We have to win or we're out. This is possibly the last week.
Just do or die.
This is it. One team will go straight through to the grand final.
I hope this isn't the last time that we see Scotty at Reno Rumble Arena because we really want to make it to the finals.
Fingers, arms, legs, toes, everything that can be crossed will be crossed.
As well they should be, Kyle, because this is going to be very close. The first words to come out of the judge's mouth was...
Hallelujah.
Wow.
This is a hit. This room is a hit.
It is a hit.
There's no misses for me in here.
This is
Extraordinary.
a new house, and it's huge.